Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Sorry, I've just had to apply a bit more concealer to that eye, so it looks a bit brighter. It's just because my eye was watering that side. Anyway, today I am going to be doing some swatches of the provocolips. Now, of those of you that don't watch me on Instagram, I did a little demo of these the other day. These are what they look like, and basically they are really good mask-proof lipsticks. They will not come off. Very little comes off. They won't smudge. They're really, really good. And they're drugstore, so they're really reasonably priced. Some of them are £3 on Amazon. In Superdrug at the moment, you can get 3 for 2. The normal price is about £9.70, I think. So you can get 3 for 2 in Superdrug. But shop around because there's some good bargains to be had in different places. Now, I'm not sure, but I think Rimmel is available in the US and internationally as well. So have a look for Rimmel provocolips. Anyway, I promised that I would do a swatch of all the shades that I bought, and my other 3 shades arrived today. So I've got 7 shades to show you. Now, coming up very soon, I've also ordered the Chanel one that's similar to this, in one colour, to try it. And also, somebody mentioned that NYX are also doing a similar product, so I've ordered a shade in the NYX. And what I'm going to do coming up is a comparison of the 3. I'm going to do a wear test on all 3 and tell you which one lasts the longest. But let's get going with this swatch. I'm going to start from the lightest through to the darkest. Now, I have found that the darkest shades are more transfer resistant than the lightest ones, but we shall see when I put them on, and I'm going to have to get my oil at the ready to take them off my lips. But let's get going with these swatches. I'm going to do arm swatches at the end, on the lightest part of my arm, so if you're fairer than me, you can see what they're going to look like on you. So first on in, we have this very nude shade called Kiss Off. That's Kiss Off, okay? Not what you're thinking I'm saying. Kiss Off. Okay, so this is kind of a nudie brown shade, pinky brown. Okay, I'm going to let that dry down for a minute. Then I'm going to put the gloss on and I'll do a photograph for you. Okay, that dried down quite quickly. Actually, as it dries down, it looks more peach, because I thought it was going to be a bit too nude for me. But it's actually quite a nice peach shade. Now let me put the gloss on and I will do a little close-up shot. A little bit patchy. I do think with these ones, the lighter shades are not quite as impressive as the darker ones, but not bad. So that is Kiss Off. Okay, I'll do a picture and I'll be right back with the next one. Now do excuse me, because as we go on, my lips are going to look redder and redder around my lips because I have to rub hard to get these off. So the next one we've got is a nice sort of pink shade, and this is called I'll Call You. And it's got a little bit of purple in it. It's sort of a purpley pink. I'll let that dry down and I'll be back to apply the gloss. Okay, let's apply the gloss now. So that is I'll Call You. I'll take a photo of that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'll put a bit of concealer around my lips. So the next one is Make Your Move, which is a kind of, it looks like a brownie one, but it doesn't when you put it on. It's sort of more pink than brown. This is one of those that I got today and I quite like this one. Yeah, that's a good all-rounder everyday colour for me. Okay, I'll let that dry down and I'll be right back. Okay, it's dried down enough. I don't want to let it dry down too much, otherwise I won't be able to get it off. But you can see, look, don't just look at the end because it's not exactly as the lipstick looks. Right, I'm just trying to get this gloss open because it's new. On the other side, and then let's put the gloss over. Yeah, I think I'll be wearing that a lot under mask. Okay, I'll take a picture. There we go. This is Make Your Move. I'll take a picture and be right back. Right, the next one I bought some time ago and I ended up buying it twice because I thought I'd lost it. And this is one of my favourites. It's called Little Minx and it's a really lovely bright spring pink. Really brightens up your face, that one. So I'll let that one dry off and I'll be right back. Okay, let's go in with the gloss. I think I've used up a lot of the gloss in this one. So that one is Little Minx. Right, I'll leave a photo and I'll be right back. Okay, you definitely have to rub harder to get them off the darker you go. Okay, so the next one is one of my favourites because it's a true red, and it's called Kiss Me You Fool. Some of you may have seen me putting this on my live. Okay, that's Kiss Me You Fool, and I'm going to let that dry down and I'll be right back. Now this one looks great when you put the gloss over the top. So that one is Kiss Me You Fool. I love the names of these. Okay, I'll leave a photo and I'll be right back. Boy, was that tough to get off. So if you really want a really long lasting one, that particular shade was the hardest one to get off. Kiss Me You Fool. Okay, beautiful bright red, but really difficult to get off. So next we're going to move on to another one that I got this morning called Flirty Fling. Sorry, I thought I'd put these in colour order, but actually this is a lot lighter than it appears on the tube. So that's Flirty Fling. I'm going to let that dry down and I'll be right back. Okay, and now I'll put the gloss on. Again, a very good everyday one, so if you're looking for one to wear at work under your mask, this is a good choice. Doesn't seem as glossy, that one, but very nice. Okay, I'll take a photo and I'll be right back. Okay, and my lips are very pleased to inform you that this is the last one. And this one is the one I modelled the other day when I was doing that demonstration on Instagram. And this one is the darkest one I have, and it's called Play With Fire. And actually, given that it's the darkest, it's probably the most difficult to get off. So I'm glad it's the last. Right, I'll be right back as soon as that's dried. I keep doing a wonky lip. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's a bit better. Okay, and now for the gloss. So that is Play with Fire. Okay, I'll take a photograph and I'll be right back. Okay, so as I said, these lipsticks have been around for years. These must be the original version of these very transfer proof lipsticks, because I've known about these for years, literally years, long before I started my makeup channel, and they're still around. A lot of people saying to me, are they still around? Yes, they're still around. They've changed the design on some of the newer shades. So the newer shades have got this instead of this, which is what was on the original colours. Okay, the other really annoying thing about this is it's not really annoying, but it's just a bit annoying, is that they seal them with these stickers which are very difficult to get off, and then they just look a bit grubby and a bit gungy, so you have to kind of pull off the stickers and then get rid of all the sticky stuff, otherwise they just start to look a bit grungy. But at least you know that you've got a sealed lipstick, which is the main thing. I would definitely say to probably avoid, in this range anyway, to avoid some of the really light colours, because I've found that the really light colours are a little bit patchy and they're not as transfer resistant. So I would definitely veer more towards the bolder colours, the darker colours. I definitely think they last longer and they go on more evenly. But you know, those other colours they're still going to be transfer resistant. They're just not quite as good as the darker ones. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and as I said, the arm swatch is going to come up next. I'm going to have to get my oil at the ready. That was the other thing I was going to say. When you go to take these off, don't do what I just did and really scrub hard with a dry cloth, because you really will ruin your lips. At least I look nice and pouty now. The way to take these off is to use an oil-based cleanser. Anything with oil in is going to take them straight off. It's just a water-based cleanser or a soap-based cleanser is not going to take them off. You need an oil, even a bit of olive oil. If you don't need to go out and buy a separate oil-based cleanser if you don't have some. Just use some vegetable oil or olive oil from your kitchen to take them off. Be absolutely fine, and it will come off straight away. And that also is something to take note, that these are really, really transfer resistant. And I have, as I said, in years gone by, gone out partying with my sister, had a few too many to drink, come in, fallen asleep in my makeup. All my eye makeup's come off in the morning, everything's come off, and I've got 2 red lips. They are that transfer resistant, with the exception of if you start to eat anything with oil in it. Anything oily is going to bring your lipstick off, which is fair enough, because if oil doesn't take it off, then how are you going to take the lipstick off at the end of the day? So just be careful. If you're eating oily food, you will need to retouch. And the other thing is that for comfort's sake, you may feel that you need to retouch the gloss throughout the day, but the main thing is that you won't need to retouch the colour, and the colour will not budge. It won't smudge down to your chin when you're wearing a mask and all of that. It will just stay put. They are marvellous. And as I said, some of them are £3 on Amazon, so have a look. And as I said, in Superdrug you can get 3 for 2 at the moment, and I think you possibly can on Boots as well, but I think from memory there weren't as many colours to choose from in Boots. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Arm swatch is coming up, and in a few days when my Chanel and my NYX one comes, I will do a comparison wear test and let you know whether or not the Chanel one is worth the money, or whether you're just as well with one of these, or whether the NYX one is the best. I'll give you my honest opinion as always. Take care, have a lovely day, and see you all very soon. Bye. Mwah.